Good morning, one and all. In this video lesson, we are going to discuss regarding classification of measuring instruments. Actually, in this video, we are dealing with electrical and electronic measuring instruments subject. In this, we are mainly focusing on how to measure an electrical quantity and what are the different quantities are available, how to measure those quantities by using different instruments, whether it is absolute instruments or secondary instrument, and how the construction and working of those instruments will be taking place. That we are going to discuss in this subject in detail regarding electrical instruments and electronic instruments. First of all, we will mainly discuss regarding the basics. What is measurement, what is electrical measurement, what is measuring instrument, and what are the terms related to measuring instruments. So with that, we will switch over to different measuring instruments. So in this today's video class, we will mainly focus on classification of measuring instruments. In the last class, we have discussed regarding measurement process. In that, we are mainly focused on the different terminology involved in measuring instruments. That is accuracy. Accuracy is the degree of closeness of measured quantity with respect to true value. And precision. Precision is the reproducibility of an instrument. If a instrument if an instrument is accurate one, that may not be precise, and vice versa also. If a precise instrument may not be accurate also, it may or may not. So accordingly, it may be precise or accurate or both, depending on the manufacturing and operating conditions of the instrument also. It will be like that. So in this today's lecture, we will mainly focus on classification of measuring instruments and different aspects how these are classified. We will discuss in detail, and we will also see the distinguish between absolute instruments and secondary instruments. So what is absolute instrument and what is secondary instrument, and what is the main differences between these two, we will focus on this video lesson. Now we will going for a classification of measuring instruments. The instrument used for measuring a physical and electrical quantities are known as measuring instruments. Nothing but a meter used to measure a quantity. If it is a physical quantity, these are called physical meters. If it is related to electrical one, then it is called electrical meter. Like if it is measuring voltage, voltmeter. Voltmeter is a electrical meter. Voltage is an electrical quantity. The meter which is measuring voltage is voltmeter, is an electrical meter. The term measurement means the comparison between two quantities of same unit. The magnitude of one of the quantities is unknown and is compared with a predefined value. Actually, in this measurement process, what we are doing generally is we are comparing the unknown quantity to know the value with the known quantity. With the known predefined quantity, we are comparing, and then we are calculating the actual value of the unknown quantity in the measurement process. Now we will see the classification. Mainly, the measuring instruments are classified into three types: mechanical instrument, electrical instrument, and electronic instrument. So the instrument which is measuring the physical quantity like length, width. So such type of instruments, velocity. So those are called mechanical instruments. The instruments which are measuring electrical quantities like current, resistance, voltage. So these instruments, voltmeter measures voltage, ammeter measures current. Similarly, wattmeter measures power. So these such kind of instruments which are measuring electrical quantities are called electrical instruments. And last one is electronic instruments. So these electronic instruments will measure the quantities and the speed of the electronic instruments will be very high. So these electronic instruments can also measure these electrical quantities, but accuracy is very high, but speed is very high. So coming to CRO, cathode ray oscilloscope can sense the input very fastly, changes in input very fastly. So in this video lecture, we will mainly focus on classification of electrical measuring instruments. So these are mainly classified into two types. So first one is absolute instrument. Second one is secondary instrument. Absolute instrument and secondary instrument. So we will mainly focus on electrical measuring instruments. These are mainly classified into two types: absolute instrument and secondary instrument. So these absolute instruments will measure the quantities, and the value is not directly indicated on the meter. We need to do further calculations to get the actual value of measurement. So it is a indirect measurement. And second one is secondary instruments, secondary electrical instruments. So with this meter, we will get the direct reading. So once we take the reading, so that itself will be the value of measurement. And these secondary instruments generally we are using, and these are classified into two more types. They are called analog instruments and digital instruments. In analog instruments, we are getting the value of measurement in terms of deflection of pointer, and accordingly we need to observe the reading without parallax error. We need to take care while taking the reading by using analog instruments. Second one is a digital instrument. Digital instruments, we are getting the value of measurement in terms of digits, like zeros, ones. So it will be like in the form of digits, numeric value. The value will be in the form of numerical. So that everyone who is observing the reading can easily take the reading by using the digital instruments. And these analog instruments are further classified into two more types. They are deflection type instrument and null deflection instruments. Deflecting instruments and null deflection instruments. And these deflection instruments are further classified into indicating type instruments, recording type instruments, and integrating type instruments. See, mainly the secondary instruments are classified as indicating type instruments, integrating type instruments, and recording type instruments. How these are classified, we will discuss in detail in this today's video lesson. Absolute instruments. Absolute instruments give the value of measurement regarding the physical constant. Physical constant. A physical constant means the angle of deflection, degree, and the meter constant. A mathematical calculation requires for knowledge for knowing the value of physical constant. There will be a meter constant or physical constant will be there, so that will be calculated for a given meter. From the reading obtained from the meter, with that we will calculate with physical constant, then we will get the actual value of measurement. So in absolute instruments, so example is tangent galvanometer. Tangent galvanometer is the example for the absolute instruments. In tangent galvanometer, the magnitude of current passes through the coil determines by the tangent of angle of deflection of their coil. The horizontal component of the earth magnetic field, radius and number of wires are used. And secondary instrument. In secondary instrument, the deflection itself shows the magnitude of measurable quantities. So once the meter is connected to existing connection and the meter deflects, the deflection itself will be the actual value of measurement in secondary. There we have to take the deflection into consideration in absolute, and we have to multiply with a meter constant. There the meter constant will be calculated by using some mathematical calculation for the given meter. And in secondary, there won't be anything once the meter is connected to the measurement. Automatically, the meter will deflect. So the deflection of pointer will be itself with the reading in secondary instruments. The calibration of instrument with standard instrument is essential for the measurement. The output of this type of devices is directly obtained and no mathematical calculation requires for their knowing value. Digital instruments. Digital instruments give the output in the numeric form. The instrument is more accurate as compared to analog instrument because no human error in the reading. So whenever we are taking reading in analog type instruments, there will be a problem due to parallax errors. So whenever we are observing the readings, there may be a parallax error that is due to human errors. The person who is taking the error has to be very careful while taking readings because the parallax error may come into the picture. But in digital, the scope of error will be minimum because the instrument is more accurate as compared to analog instrument, as the human error in taking reading is elevated. Next, analog instrument. The instrument whose output varies continuously is known as analog instrument. The analog instrument has a pointer which shows the magnitude of measurable quantities. Okay, so if you see in the for this an example in two-wheeler, in the olden days we are having speedometer in the form of analog one. So there we are having a pointer, and once the bike accelerates, accordingly the pointer will move. In digital, recent days we are having on two-wheelers, we're having digital meters. There the value of speed will be indicated. So in the form of digits. The analog instrument has the pointer which shows the magnitude of measurable quantities. The analog device classified into two more types. They are null type instrument and deflection type instrument. And the secondary type instruments are further classified into mainly three types: indicating type instrument, integrating type instruments, and recording type instruments. So indicating type instruments. So these instruments will indicate the physical quantity to be measured from a graded scale. Examples are ammeter and speedometer, voltmeter, thermometer, etc. Next, these are the examples for indicating type instruments. Ammeter, voltmeter are the best examples for indicating type instruments. So these indicating type instruments will indicate the value of instrument. These are the examples: ammeters and voltmeter, as shown in this figure. And the next one is recording type instrument. The instrument will record the physical quantity to be measured on a graph paper with the help of an ink pen attached to it. So this is the one best example of this recording type instrument. So this electrocardiograph is the best example for this recording type instrument. So which will continuously measure the beating of heart, and it will record the heartbeat in the electrocardiograph. So ECG is one of the best recording type instrument, and it will continuously measure and record the variations of the measurement. So if we see the picture clearly, and in this the printer will continuously recording in the form of pulses of the existing output. Next example for this recording type instrument is this strip chart recorder. This is also one of the recording type instrument. Next, integrating type instrument. These instruments are those which measure the total quantity of electricity delivered in a particular time. So during a period of time, how much energy is consumed. So that will be measured by this integrating type instruments. So examples for this integrating type instruments are energy meter, ampere hour meter, watt hour meter. So these are the integrating type instruments. Examples for these are this uh, electromechanical type energy meter. So in the olden days, this is disk type one. For measuring energy, we are using this type of meter, and this is ampere hour meter. So it is also the integrating type. These are the different uses of different instruments. Mainly, these indicating instruments are used in all substations, laboratories, workshops, etc. The recording type instruments are used in powerhouses, hospitals, etc. And integrating type instruments are used at the load end, domestic consumers, industrials, consumers, etc. That is at substations and the industries. Now we will see the different types of measuring instruments according to principle of working. According to the principle of working, mainly the measuring instruments are classified according to the principle of working. The measuring instruments depends on various effects of electric current or voltage. The instruments are classified according to the effects utilized in the operation. So the different effects which are utilized in the operation of meters are magnetic effects, electrodynamic effect, electromagnetic effect, thermal effect, chemical effect. So these are the different effects which will be used in operation of electromechanical type instruments. And last one is electrostatic effect. Based on magnetic effect, the instrument working is moving iron type instrument. It may be useful for measuring AC and DC quantities. And this instrument is utilized in ammeters and voltmeters. This magnetic effect will be used in mainly moving iron type instruments. So this will be used for measuring AC as well as DC measurements. And these are used in ammeters and voltmeters. Second type of working principle is electrodynamics effect. So based on this effect, the meter working will be PMMC meter, permanent magnet moving coil type meter will be used, and it is suitable for direct current supply only. It is used for only DC supply. The instrument utilizing the effects are ammeters and voltmeters. Next one is the working principle electrodynamic effect. Electrodynamic effect. So on this effect, the instrument which is working is dynamometer type instruments. Dynamometer type instruments. So in this, it is working on both the DC supply as well as AC supply, direct current supply and alternating current supply. And this effect will be used in ammeters, voltmeters, and wattmeters. Electrodynamic effect. So next effect will be based on working principle electromagnetic induction effect. Based on EMI, the instruments working are induction type instruments. It may be mainly used for alternating current type supplies, AC supplies, and based on this effect, the instruments working are ammeters, voltmeters, and wattmeters, and energy meters also working on same principle, electromagnetic induction. Next effect is the thermal effect. Based on thermal effect, the type of instruments which are working are hot wire type. Hot wire type. These are working on both direct current supply as well as alternate current supply. The instrument utilizing these effects are ammeters as well as voltmeters. Next effect is the chemical effect. Based on chemical effect, the instruments which is working are electrolytic type, and these are used for direct current supply only. The instrument utilizing this effect is ampere hour meter. Next effect is electrostatic effect. In the type of instrument working on electrostatic type instruments, these are suitable for DC as well as AC supply. And an instrument utilizing this electrostatic effect are voltmeters. And this is the tabular form representation. And these are different types of measuring instruments based on working principle. What are the different meters are working? So mainly we are going to discuss all these instruments in the next video lessons. And the moving iron type instrument is working on magnetic effect. And PMMC type of meter is working on electrodynamic effect. And this induction type instrument is working on electromagnetic effect. And the hot wire type instrument is working on thermal effect. And the electrolytic type instrument is working on the chemical effect. Chemical effect. So these are the different instruments which are working on and different principles of working. Now we are going to discuss the distinguish between absolute instruments and secondary instruments. Very important one. Uh, the absolute instruments are the instruments which is designed, and the value of the measurement may not be the direct value. The absolute instruments are the instruments which will give a reading, so that is not the final value. That value we need to do some mathematical operation along with some meter constant or a constant which is calculated by using some mathematical calculation. So we need to multiply with that constant with the obtained value to get the actual value of measurement in absolute instruments. Secondary instruments are the instruments which are a calibrated one. So by using some standard instrument, the secondary instruments are calibrated, and once the secondary instrument is connected to a measurand, the secondary instrument will indicate the value, and that is the final one. The actual value of measurement will be directly given by the secondary instruments. We will see this differentiation between these absolute instruments and secondary instruments. The absolute instruments, these instruments give the value of quantity to be measured in terms of deflection of instrument, in terms of deflection and instrument constant. The value will depend on both deflection and instrument constant. In secondary instruments, these instruments give the value of quantity to be measured in terms of deflection only. So here, once the meter is deflected, that reading will be the final one. We need not to do any further mathematical calculations in secondary instruments, as we discussed right now. Absolute instruments will give the value of quantity to be measured in terms of deflection and instrument constant. Secondary instruments are the instruments give the value of quantity to be measured in terms of deflection only. So these will indicate the value in terms of deflection only. The absolute instruments do not require to be calculated with the standard instruments, but secondary instruments will require calibration with standard instruments. These are required the calibration with standard instruments. The absolute instruments are used in standard laboratories. So it will be used in standard laboratories. The secondary instruments will be used in all laboratories. It will be used in all laboratories. The examples for absolute instruments are tangent galvanometers, Raleigh's current balance, absolute electrometer, etc. And examples for the secondary instruments are ammeter, voltmeter, wattmeter, ampere hour meter, and watt hour meter, etc. So these are the different meters, and these will be called as secondary instruments. So far, we have discussed mainly regarding classification of measuring instruments by utilizing one of the following effects. The effects may be magnetic effect. So due to magnets, there will be some attraction or repulsion will be there. Our next one is electrodynamic effect, electromagnetic induction effect, thermal effect, chemical effect, electrostatic effect. So these are the different effects, so which will cause the pointer to deflect from. There will be mainly two parts existing. One is a fixed one, second one is moving one. Moving quantity, fixed quantity will be there. The moving quantity will be deflecting from the fixed one by using any one of these effects: chemical effect, thermal effect, electrostatic effect, electromagnetic induction effect, electrodynamic effect, and magnetic effect. So far discussed the classification based on these things. So in this class, we have mainly discussed, focused on classification of measuring instruments, classification of measuring instruments based on different things will be there. In that, we are mainly focused on the absolute instruments and secondary instruments. The absolute instrument is an instrument whose calibration can be determined by means of physical measurements on the instrument. These absolute instruments are standard and these are used in laboratories. The examples for these absolute instruments are tangent galvanometer, Rayleigh's current balance. These absolute instruments have these absolute instruments have very good characteristics, very good accurate values in the measurement. These are providing very accurate values in the measurement. Secondary instruments, these instruments are constructed and these instruments are constructed such that the quantity being measured can only be measured by observing the output indicated by the instrument. The instruments are calibrated by comparing with an obsolete instrument or another secondary instrument which has already been calibrated against an obsolete instrument. The working with an absolute instrument for routine work is time consuming since every time a measurement is made, it takes a lot of time to compute the magnitude under measurement. Therefore, the secondary instruments are most commonly used. The absolute instruments are used except in standard laboratories, where secondary instruments will be used in almost everywhere, like a voltmeter, a glass of thermometer, a pressure gauge are the examples of secondary instruments. And the secondary instruments are further classified as indicating type instruments, recording type instruments, and integrating type instruments. Indicating instruments, recording instruments, and integrating type instruments. The indicating type instruments are the instruments. These instruments will give the instantaneous value of the quantity to be measured. The scale and pointer of mechanism is invalid. PMMC, MI, dynamometer type wattmeter, frequency meter, power factor meters are the best examples for this. And recording type instruments. These instruments records the value to be measured or observed, recorded over a graph paper by a light weight pen. And examples for these are electrocardiograph and storage oscilloscopes. Integrating type instruments. These instruments add the measured value to the existing value. These instruments will give total electricity consumed over a period of time. Examples are energy meter or kilowatt hour meter or kVARH meter or ampere hour meter. Depending on the way electrical instruments present result of measurements, they can be classified into mainly two types. They are deflection type instruments. Second one is null type instruments. In deflection type instruments, the deflection of instrument provides a basis for determining quantity under measurement. The measured quantity produces some physical effect which deflects or produces a mechanical displacement on the moving system of the instrument. And second one is null type instruments. In null type instruments, a zero or null deflection lead to determination of magnitude of measured quantity. So in these instruments, a null uh, type instrument attempts to maintain the deflection at zero by suitable application of an effect opposing generated by measured quantity. The null type instruments require following: the effect produced by measured quantity, and second one is the opposing effect whose value is accurately known. Third one is a detector which detects null conditions. So that is a device which indicates zero deflection when the effect produced by the measured quantity is equal to effect produced by the opposing quantity. So like this, these are classified. The meters will be classified in different ways. So now we will attempt a small quiz based on these measuring instruments, basics of measuring instruments. The absolute instrument is dash. So here they have given four instruments. Option A, voltmeter. Option B, ammeter. Option C, galvanometer. Option D, none of the above. So the absolute instrument is here galvanometer. The tangent galvanometer is the absolute instrument. So option C is the absolute instrument, galvanometer. Galvanometer is one absolute instrument. These voltmeter and ammeters are secondary type instruments. And second question, the secondary instrument is option A, tangent galvanometer, option B, Rayleigh's current balance instrument, option C, voltmeter, option D, none of the above. The secondary instrument is, so in this the tangent galvanometer and Rayleigh's current balance instruments are absolute one, and option C, voltmeter is the secondary instrument. So option C, secondary instrument is voltmeter. The correct one, option C. Next, third question. The instrument used in standard laboratories is standard laboratories. The instrument used in standard laboratories are absolute instruments. In these options are option A, MC type, moving coil type ammeter. Option B, Rayleigh's current balance instruments. Option C, voltmeter. Option D, none of the above. So just now we have seen the Rayleigh's current balance instrument is the absolute one. So it is used in standard laboratories. Answer is option B. Option B, Rayleigh's current balance instruments. So these are used in standard laboratories. Next question. The type of supply suitable for PMMC instrument. Permanent magnet moving coil. So actually it is working on electromagnetic effect. So it requires permanent magnet moving coil. Option A, AC supply. Option B, DC supply. Option C, both AC and DC. Option D, none. So it works on DC only, direct current supply. Option B, we are going to discuss in detail regarding PMMC meter, its construction, working, and what are the applications of this PMMC meter, how we are measuring current, how we are measuring voltage, and how to extension the ranges of the meter. So how to extend the range of meter, how to extend the range of voltmeter, and we will solve some simple problems on this very important one. What are the advantages, disadvantages, how it is working? We are going to discuss in detail regarding PMMC meter in the upcoming video lessons. Next one, electrolytic type instrument works on. Electrolytic type instrument works on option A, chemical effect. Option B, electrolytic effect. Option C, thermal effect. Option D, electrodynamic effect. So these are working on chemical effect. Chemical effect. The electrolytic type instruments will be working. The supply required for induction type instrument. Induction type instrument will work on AC supply. So we are going to discuss how the induction type meter will be working. So option A, AC supply. Option B, DC supply. Option C, both DC and AC supply. Option D, none of the above. So in this the answer is it is working on AC supply, alternating current supply. So how the induction type instrument will be working? So moving iron type instrument, how it is working, how they are classified, attraction type and repulsion type, how those will be working, how the construction will be there, and what are the advantages and disadvantages. We will discuss in the next class. Induction type instruments. So on this topic, basics of measuring instruments, the frequently asked questions are: what is the difference between absolute instruments and secondary instrument? So this question will be frequently asking. So you should concentrate on. So the secondary instruments are frequently used instrument. Absolute instruments will be accurate one. It is used in standard laboratories. They are not indicating the exact value. So to calculate the value, it is time consuming with respect to absolute instruments. But the secondary instruments will give a direct reflection of the measurement. That is the main difference. The examples for these are tangent galvanometer for absolute instrument, and for secondary instruments, the meters which we are using frequently are secondary instruments like voltmeter, ammeter, etc. Wattmeter. How the measuring instruments are classified. So just now we have seen measuring instruments are classified: physical instruments, electrical instruments, electronic instruments. Electrical instruments are further classified as analog instruments, digital instruments. These analog instruments are further classified as absolute instruments, secondary instrument, and secondary instruments are further classified as uh, indicating type, recording type, and integrating type instruments. Classify the secondary instruments with the examples. Determine, define indicating instruments and give an example. Define integrating type instrument and give an example. Define recording type instrument and give an example. State different types of measuring instruments according to the principle of working. Explain the classification of measuring instruments according to the effects utilized in the operation. Okay. So this is the end of this video lesson. And if you have any queries, please ask me, or you put that question in the comment box so that we will discuss in the upcoming video lessons. Thank you all of you for spending your valuable time with this video lesson.